Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. We come to you live from Atlanta, Fulton County Stadium, as the Cincinnati Reds visit the Atlanta Braves for the finale of a three-game set. The Braves in second place in the NL East, the Reds in the Central, 2 games out of the wild card spot. The Braves have taken the first 2 games of the series, hitting well, pitching well. The Braves' difference this year, they've found an offense for the first time in the 4-year history of the FSBL. And now the Braves looking to get themselves back into the postseason. The Reds are looking for their first playoff berth. The Reds have the second best pitching in the National League. They've allowed the second fewest runs. The only problem for the Reds, they've scored the second fewest runs as well. Today, they'll have to try to face John Smoltz to change that. Smoltz 5-4, a 3.87 earned run average on the season. Smoltz has been a little more hittable than usual this year. Still respectable, of course, at that 3.87 mark, but giving up a little bit more than a hit an inning. That whip almost at 1.4. He's going to look to bring that down. He'll start off facing Cy Seymour. Batting .274, riding a 9-game hitting streak for the Reds as we get underway here in Atlanta. First pitch fastball from Smoltz misses up high. There you see the Braves 47-37, second in the National League East. The Braves have played very well. They just can't chase down the still scalding hot Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies currently without 2/3 of their starting outfield, reigning National League most valuable player Chuck Klein, having another terrific season this year, but Klein is out with a torn hamstring. They're expecting that they're not going to see him again until August. So that's a huge loss for the Phillies. Sherry McGee has filled in well in his stead. We'll get back to that in a moment. We'll go through the Reds lineup here. Seymour, Rose, and Lombardi, Foster, Goodman, and McCormick, Griffey, Concepcion, and Bid McPhee. Pete Rose steps in. Rose, third in the National League in batting at .338. So in addition to the injury to Klein, the Phillies have also lost Sliding Billy Hamilton. Hamilton out with what they're calling an ACL strain. So it's not a tear. They're expecting him to be on the shelf for about the 15-day mark and then come back off the injured list. But the Phillies fighting some injuries, but they've got a nice little lead here in the National League East. Rose fouls it off. Our good friend Dwayne Marks tunes in. How are you, Dwayne? Leader of the Braves fan club here among the Legend Sports Universe followers, as well as advocate, our good friend Nathaniel, tuning in as well. Good to see you both. Thanks for checking in. So 1-2 here as Smoltz works to Rose. Curveball there, misses inside. Corey Highfield checks in. Hey, Corey, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for checking in. I hope you are well. I got in right at the last second of Beatles, our good friend Beatles Eternally's broadcast a little while ago as he continues that Boston.com Great Teams tournament in Out of the Park. Beatles doing his usual terrific job. 2-2, Smoltz. Rose lines it into right field. That's going to be a base hit. So Pete Rose doing Pete Rose things, lining singles. As he's got a 1-out base hit here for the Reds. That'll bring up Ernie Lombardi. Lombardi had a miserable start to this season. He's got the average up to 250. He still wants it a bit higher than that, but we're now in the realm of respectability. 14 homers, 32 RBIs. So Lombardi has provided a bit of pop, despite the average being down. Smoltz from the set delivers. Lombardi smacks it foul, and the count goes to 0-2. Quickly goes to the set, working quickly here in the opening frame. Lombardi fouls it off, and the count will hold. Smoltz from the set once more. Delivers Lombardi up the middle. Ranging to his right on the backhand. Nice play. Cuccinello to Simmons on to first. 4-6-3 double play. And the side is retired. Forget the uniform glitch. Pops up in the first inning, though. Tony Cuccinello is a Brave, not a Red. He starts the 4-6-3 in pretty fashion. Look at this. Cuccinello going behind the back. Nicely done. Reds nothing. Braves coming up. On the hill for the Reds, Johnny Cueto, and Cueto may very well be pitching for his spot in the Reds rotation. 3-10, a 5.24 earned run average. That whip at almost 1.5. The Reds pitching staff has pretty much top to bottom been excellent, with the exception of Cueto. Cueto's had a couple of good years here for Cincinnati, so he's getting a little bit of rope. But he's got to right that ship. He gets to start off against Ronald Acuna. Acuna, remember it last year in the FSBL, kind of mirrored Acuna's season in real life. He missed half the season with a knee injury. Certainly hurt that Braves offense a year ago, and Acuna has come back with a vengeance this year. 354, 21 homers. Cueto misses with a slider that doesn't slide. It stays inside. It's 1-1. Acuna, high fly ball. Hooking towards the line. Griffey drifts into foul ground. Puts it away for the first out.
Batting second.
Your Braves lineup: Acuna, Holmes, and Murphy. Berger, Powell, and Horner. Cuccinello, Lopez, and Simmons. The Braves, 141 homers this year. That is second in the National League. A big change for the Braves. Here's Tommy Holmes. Holmes batting .278. Takes the fastball down low for ball one. 13 homers, 36 RBIs for Holmes. Off the plate, Holmes goes after it, gets a piece of it, lines it foul. It's Holmes has 2 homers in his last 6 games. Anything, the Braves pitching has been a little bit off this year. Not terrible by any means. Braves, of course, always counted on to be one of the top pitching teams. They're a little bit off that pace this year. There you see Dale Murphy swinging in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 offering from Cueto to Holmes. Holmes fouls off another one. Count goes full. Cueto rocks and fires. Holmes lashes this one out to left. Gets a decent piece of it, but it slices towards Griffey, who reads it well for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Here's Dale Murphy, 243, 17 homers, 45 RBIs. Murphy's average has taken a bit of a tumble over the last month, but he is still providing run production, as well as playing a solid outfield. 1-0 to count. Cueto delivers. Murphy hits this one well to center, but that'll stay in the park. Hits it to the deepest part. Seymour puts it away, and the side is retired. So a 1-2-3 inning there for Cueto. We'll head to the top of the second here in Atlanta. Reds and Braves are scoreless. Here's George Foster, 272, 17 homers, 37 RBIs. Foster's power numbers have been steady, but you'll see Foster, after a terrific May, has cooled off a bit here in June. Fastball. Foster tries to hold up. They say he went though. Now it's 0-1. Smoltz hits the outside corner. So Smoltz painting it well here in the early going. He's ahead of Foster, 0-2. Fastball inside, swung on and missed, ties him up. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And that is the first strikeout for John Smoltz. One away here in the top of the second. So down goes Foster. That'll bring up Ival Goodman. Goodman batting .255. First ball misses inside. 16 homers for Goodman. 32 ribbies. They're not doing a bad job out there. Fastball misses down low. It's 2-0. Rocks and fires. Fastball is in for a called strike. 2-1 offering. Goodman puts this one out to center, slicing a bit, but Murphy will get there with no problem. Puts it away for the second out.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Frank McCormick.
So that'll bring up Frank McCormick. McCormick batting .225. 10 homers, 29 runs batted in. Reds an interesting platoon situation at first base with McCormick and Sean Casey. Casey bats lefty, but Casey has reverse splits. So Casey actually plays against left-handed pitching. McCormick plays against right-handed pitching. Slider misses inside. It's 2-0. Shot, pulled down. Smoltz rocks and fires. Fastball. Popped, foul ground. Lots of room, but nobody's going to get close to that. It drifts into the seats. There's 2. The count. 2 outs. Here in the top of the second. A lot of twos. Smoltz gets the sign from Lopez. McCormick goes down golfing for it, grounds it to Horner, who throws across the diamond, and the side is retired. So a 1-2-3 inning there for Smoltz. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Reds nothing, Braves nothing here in Atlanta. So Wally Berger will lead things off. Berger has had a terrific season so far. Berger batting .289, 17 homers, 41 runs batted in. Berger the designated hitter. Fastball misses down low. It's 1-0. Cueto, two-seamer rides up and in. He's behind Berger 2-0 here. That fastball is a called strike at the letters. 2 for 3 with a double in yesterday's win for the Braves. Changed up, misses down low. Boog Powell, the first baseman, waits on deck. Fastball, borderline pitch. Cueto doesn't get it. It's ball 4. So Berger is on with the leadoff walk to open up the bottom of the second. And here's Powell. Powell batting .283. Again, Boog acquired this past offseason in a trade with the Orioles. Trade that sent Mike Remlinger and a minor leaguer to Baltimore. 10 homers, 27 RBIs for Powell. Done some DHing, done some first base, getting a bit more playing time as the season has gone on. Cueto delivers. Powell grounds it to the right-hand side, ranging. Nice play, Bid McPhee. Powell does not get down the line well, but he is able to get down there quickly enough to avoid the double play ball. Dangerous play here by McPhee that was not hit that hard, and he was ranging to his left. But he turns. Berger not particularly fleet of foot either, and he gets the force at second, one away. Here's Bob Horner. Horner batting .237. That average has gone down a bit. He was up around .260. 13 homers, 26 RBIs. So Horner starting to provide a bit more pop again this year after a miserable season a year ago. Horner he's been with the Braves since the start, had a very good opening season. Declined a bit in year 2, bottomed out in year 3. And at least has shown some signs, despite the recent tumble in average again, of snapping back into form, and he singles here with one out in the bottom of the second. So Horner puts one through the hole into left, down and in fastball, and Horner just goes down and goes right along with it. So first and second, here's Cuccinello, Tony Cuccinello, batting .258. He has cooled off a bit, but Cuccinello early in the season was swinging a torrid bat with surprising pop, and he goes the other way here. Base hit in the right, relay throw home, runner comes home, and he just gets in. How that throw maybe shouldn't have been cut off. Cuccinello goes the other way. It's an RBI single for Cuccinello. That cutter was left out a bit over the middle of the plate. Cuccinello slashes it into right. Powell comes in to score, and it's 1-0 Atlanta. Here's Javi Lopez. Lopez batting .257. Ugly swing there for Lopez. Swing and a miss. 0-1. .257, 7 homers, 24 runs batted in for Javi. First and third, still only one out. Cueto trying to minimize the damage. Good slider there. Lopez goes fishing and reels in nothing. It's 0-2. Delivers, slider misses down low. And Cueto pitching to stay in the rotation here in Cincinnati. Not come easily for Cueto this season. Ground ball up the middle, range into the left. Nice play by Concepcion to McPhee on to first, and the low throw can't be handled. A run is going to come in to score. And it's 2-0 Braves. Low throw on the turn. Horner scores. McCormick can't dig it out. This ball was not hit that hard anyway, but Lopez doesn't run well. Nice play there by Concepcion. A tough blind turn for McPhee, and the short hop McCormick can't handle. So Lopez is safe at first. There's 2 outs now, but 2 runs in for the Braves, who lead it 2-0 here. Here's Andrelton Simmons. Simmons batting .294. Truth hurts Wilkie. How are you? Is the computer playing both teams? Yes, sir. As always, that's how the project is run here. Shot down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases. They're going to wave the runner around, and that is over-aggressive. Javi Lopez is thrown out by 20 feet at the plate on the double from Simmons, and the side is retired. But the Braves get a pair. We'll head to the third here at Fulton County. It's 2-0 Atlanta. Yeah, so the computer plays out everything. I broadcast the games. Obviously, I created all the players and all the ratings and all that stuff. But basically, now my job at that point is just to bring the game to life and bring the whole universe, such as it is, to life here through the broadcast and stuff on the channel. I do handle bullpen and pinch hitting management in the games that I stream, starting in the 7th inning. So, but other than that, the game runs itself. So here's Ken Griffey. He's in an 0-2 hole here. Fly ball, that's hit pretty well to right. That's carrying, going back. Acuna near the wall, leaps, and it's out of here. Home run. Ken Griffey Sr., his 5th home run of the season. He takes Smolsteep, and the Reds get one back here in the top of the third. It's 2-1. Beetle said to you, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming by, my friend. Always good to have more people checking things out here. Up in the zone, and Griffey sends it out. Cunha gives it a good leap at the wall. Can't come up with it. One away. Here's Concepcion.
Number 13.
Pulls that one back. Slider there is in, and the count goes to 0-2. Fastball misses up high. Fastball misses in. 2-2 the count. Smoltz rocks and fires, and he ties him up. Down goes Concepcion. Strikeout number 2 for Smoltz, and there's one away. That'll bring up Bid McPhee. McPhee batting .234. Fastball. With a called strike. 7 homers for the diminutive McPhee. 18 runs batted in. Oh, 0-1 pitch from Smoltz. Slider just off the plate. It's 1-1. Smoltz rocks and fires. Splitter there is in, and it's 1-2. Smoltz working very quickly here for Atlanta. Ooh, that's a nice slider there. He doesn't get the call. Thought he clipped the knees there, but they call it low. It's 2-2. He puts this one out in the right center, ranging over. Acuna got a good break on that ball. Nicely done by Ronald Acuna Jr., and there's 2 away. So the order flips over. Here's Cy Seymour. Seymour blew out his first time up. Seymour's going to get a bit more time with the injury to Bob Bescher. First pitch curveball from Smoltz is in for a called strike. Fastball misses up high. So for the benefit of our friend Truth Hurts Loki who popped in here, so the way the setup here, this is kind of franchise stars with a twist. Basically, every franchise has a 100-player master pool. 40 of those players were chosen at random for year 1 for each franchise. The remaining 60 players will all come in. They're coming in 4 at a time in rookie drafts. And in addition to that, each franchise gets 1 random Negro Leaguer added to their roster in each rookie draft as Seymour grounds out to end the inning. But Griffey goes deep for the Reds to get them on the board. We head to the bottom of the third. It's 2-1 Braves. So this project there, it's basically done to be a franchise stars project. But franchise stars projects are very often done to basically be like a season replay. And everybody's got all their greats, and they play out a season, and then that's kind of it. This is built more for a franchise/career mode. There's trading, there's free agency. Everybody is signed to contracts for however long they really played for the franchise. So if somebody, say the maximum contract you can give is 10 years. So if somebody like a Lou Gehrig has a 10-year contract with the Yankees. But if somebody makes a franchise who only played 4 years with that franchise, well, then he's going to have a 4-year contract, and after that, he's going to become a free agent, and any of the other teams will have an opportunity to pick him up. So there'll be some player movement involved in it, and it just kind of makes it a little bit of a different animal in terms of franchise stars type projects. Cueto puts a slider in there that locks up Acuna for the first out here in the third. Acuna knew it. And there's one away. Here's Tommy Holmes. Holmes is 0 for 1. Fastball is in for a called strike. I've got videos here on the channel to detail like my ratings process, how I develop all the players and stuff like that. We'll drone on about that throughout the game broadcast, if you are so inclined. Two-seamer from Cueto misses down and away. 1-1 offering. Holmes slashes this one the other way. It's slicing away from Griffey, and that's going to get down. One hopper off the wall. Holmes is around first. Griffey hits Concepcion, and it's going to be a one-out double for Tommy Holmes, his 9th of the year. That's a slicing shot, and just Griffey had no way to make a play on that one. So a good piece of hitting there from Holmes. Here's Murphy. Murphy's 0 for 1. Cueto delivers. Murphy ground ball to short. Right at Concepcion. Low throw, but McCormick is able to get that one for out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 4.
So that'll bring up Wally Berger. Berger walked his first time up. AC Berger, and even 900 OPS. He has had a terrific year here in year 4. Cueto's slider misses down and in. Berger 9th in the National League in slugging. 1-0 offering from Cueto. This is down low. Two and 0 the count. Cueto delivers. Fastball's in for a ball strike. So pause at the mound as he gets set again. Barty puts down the sign. Cueto takes a peek at the runner and delivers. Slider misses inside. It's 3-1. Cueto has tried to throw that slider inside. He's been having a hard time with it. When he's gone away, he's been able to fool it. They were in the early going. 3-1 to count to Berger. Cueto delivers. Low pitch, chopped out to short. Concepcion charges, gathers it in, and throws him out to retire the side. So good work there from Johnny Cueto. We're a third of the way through here at Fulton County. It's 2-1 Braves. So Smoltz takes the mound to start the top of the 4th. He's going to face Pete Rose. Rose singled his first time. And Rose enters the day 3rd in the National League in batting. Finds another one. This one he hooks foul. Fastball there is off the plate. It's 1-1. Ball misses high. 2-1 the count. Rose pops this one up. Horner is underneath it. Foul ground. Puts it away for out number 1. So Smoltz retires Rose. Here's Lombardi. Lombardi grounded out his first time up. Break the ball. Lombardi, first pitch swing, drives this one to left, but Holmes will get there. Tracks it down in the gap for the second out. SGJ Jamie, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. I hope all is well with you, buddy. Little Braves baseball indeed. 2 down. Here's George Foster. Foster is 0 for 1. Splitter is in for a call and strike. Good check out Jamie's Sports Game Journal. Got this group on Facebook that you can go and check out and download that publication. Always a good read. I'm not able to post in the group right now. I can't post anywhere other than my own page because Facebook determined that I'm a bad person. But that'll end Tuesday. So I post some other meme or something that Facebook doesn't like. 1-2 the count. Slider swung on and missed. Down goes Foster, and the side is retired to Smoltz. Bounces back well after giving up the home run to Griffey last inning. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-1 Braves. Here's Powell. Powell grounded out his first time up. Was able to beat out the double play ball. And later ended up coming around to score. First pitch from Cueto. Cutter misses down and in. Fastball at the top of the zone is a called strike. 1-1. Those pokes out at that one, kind of reaching. Weakly hit, semi-pop, semi-liner out to Concepcion, playing heavily to pull. He catches that on the second base side of the bag. And there's one away. Here's Horner. Horner singled and scored his first time up. Slider misses up high. Good slider there. Horner out in front of it. It's 1-1. Fastball there, rides inside. 2-1 the count. Cueto delivers. Horner up the middle. Diving stop. Nicely done by Concepcion. Throw to first. He gets him. Beautiful job by Dave Concepcion to rob Bob Horner of a base hit up the middle. Nicely done by Davey. Throws from his knees and gets Horner for the second out. Pretty play by Concepcion. 2 down. Here's Cuccinello. Cuccinello had an RBI single his first time. Cueto rocks and fires. Fastball misses up high. Two and 0 the count. Fastball is in there for a called strike. It's 2-1. And Cuccinello hits this one well out to the gap in left center. Going back to Seymour at the wall. Is out of here. Home run, Tony Cuccinello. That is 15 for Cuccinello, who is having a career year here in year 4 of the FSBL. 15 is probably around what Cuccinello's career high was in real life. Again, we adjust things for era and stuff, but even so, this is a high output year for Cuccinello for sure. He has been in single digits each of the first 3 years of the FSBL. But he tags that one out over the wall in left center. 2 away. Here's Javi Lopez. Slider. Swung on and missed. Change up, misses down and in. That ball from Cuccinello sounded like a gunshot off the bat. He crushed that. That's a deep part of the yard. You're not going to see Cuccinello put one out there too often. 1-1 the count. Lopez Sky to left. Griffey's there. Puts it away. And the side is retired. Uniform glitch pops up again. Cuccinello's homer tallies for the Braves, not the Reds. And it's 3-1 Atlanta as we head to the fifth. Stepping in, here's Ival Goodman. Goodman is 0 for 1.
The right fielder, number 2.
Bolts, rocks, and fire. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. That one lined into right. There's the base hit. So Goodman jumps on the 0-1 pitch and lines a single into right. Leadoff man is on here for the Reds. And the Reds have pitched extremely well this year. Their bullpen has been strong. And the rotation has been Ken Raffensperger is having a great year. Mario Soto is pitching very well. Really, the only weak link in the rotation has been Cueto. It's Frank McCormick. He takes outside. He's 0 for 1. 0 for 7 in the series. Pops up that slider. Smoltz got away with one there. That slider was out over the middle and high. I always love when announcers say, oh, he only made one bad pitch. No, he only got burned by one bad pitch. Pitchers usually don't just make one bad pitch in a game. Sometimes you make a mistake and the hitter doesn't cash in on it. 2-2 the count as Smoltz works to McCormick here. Fastball there is fouled off. Ground ball hard to second. That's going to be an easy double play ball. 4-6-3. That is tailor-made. McCormick hits that one as a bullet, but right at Cuccinello. And there's 2 away. So that'll bring up Ken Griffey Sr. Griffey homered his first time. His 5th home run of the year. He's now batting an even 300. Fastball misses outside. Fastball misses up and in. 2-0 the count. One grounded to the right side. Cuccinello dives, knocks it down. He'll try to recover quickly. He's not going to get him, though. And Griffey is on with an infield base hit. So Griffey now 2 for 2. Good effort there by Cuccinello. That'll bring up Concepcion. Concepcion is 0 for 1. Fastball misses inside. Doug Hunt checks in. How are you, Doug? I hope you are doing well, sir. Good to see you as always. Appreciate you checking in. Ground ball down to third. Horner gobbles it up. Goes the short way to second for the force. And the side is retired. So with the help of the double play ball, Smoltz gets through the inning. We're midway through here at Fulton County. It's 3-1 Braves. Here's Andrelton Simmons. Simmons singled his first time. Simmons had a 19-game hitting streak earlier on this season. His best offensive season as well here in the FSBL. I am doing well, Doug. Thank you for asking. Just I didn't have a stream for about a week. I was in Copenhagen visiting my son. Great country. Had a great time on that trip. My wife and I, my son's studying abroad this semester. So took a little bit of a venture over there to Europe. Slider misses up and in, so a 4-pitch walk to the 9-hitter. Not something that Johnny Cueto can afford. That brings up Ronald Acuna. Acuna is 0 for 2. Cueto from the set. Fastball misses down low. 5 straight balls for Cueto to open up the 5th. Gets 6. That one just misses outside. Cueto from the set. Delivers. 7 straight balls. Cueto struggling here. Tommy Holmes waits on deck. Braves currently in position of the top wild card spot. Reds are 2 games out of a wild card spot. Cueto finally finds the zone for a strike there. It's 3-1. Slider on the corner, and the count goes full. Cueto trying to battle back here against Acuna. Full count offer. Acuna pulls it to short. Concepcion on the backhand. A second for 1 on to first. 6-4-3 double play. Nicely started by Concepcion. Good turn there from McPhee. Acuna gets down the line well. That was nicely done there by the Reds. 2 down. Here's Holmes. He's 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. Holmes lashes another one down the left field line. That one just fouled. So Holmes, remember, went the other way for his double his last time. Cueto trying to work him away again, and Holmes once again just trying to serve it down the left field line. Now Cueto tries to come inside and misses. It's 1-1. Slider misses down low. It's 2-1. Cueto delivers. Fastball pumps it right past him. The count goes to 2-2. He's fouled off. Marty sets up inside. Cueto comes inside and misses, and the count goes full. Dale Murphy waits on deck for Atlanta. 72 pitches now for Cueto. 3-2 pitch. Holmes pops it up. Concepcion underneath puts it away, and the side is retired. So we will head to the 6th here in Atlanta. Braves lead it 3-1. McPhee, Seymour, and Rhodes due up for the Reds. This Bid McPhee flew out his first time up.
The second baseman, number 0.
Fastball from Smoltz is in for a called strike. Only blemish on Smoltz's ledger so far, the Griffey home run. Fastball misses up and in. Fastball swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Lopez signals low. McPhee lines it into right field for a base hit. So good job there by Bid McPhee. Slashes one the other way. It's a lead-off base hit for Cincinnati, and that'll turn the order over. Slider not quite as far outside as I think Smoltz wanted that pitch. B makes him pay for it. Here's Seymour. He's 0 for 2. Fastball just misses. Seymour's flown out and grounded out. He'll be playing a bit more for the next bit with Bob Bescher on the injured list. Curveball in there for a called strike. That's right, 19th century guys get the good mustache. No doubt. Guys like McPhee, Bill Hutcherson, who pitched for the Cubs the other day. Two-one offering. Seymour holds up, but it's a called strike anyway. Kim Keefe of the Giants, guys like that, they always rock a good mustache. 2-2. Fly ball to left. Holmes comes on. He's there. Puts it away for the first down. They don't have those horrible, like, wavy parts, though, that all those guys had their old hairstyles. But you can't win them all. One away. Here's Pete Rose. Rose is 1 for 2. From the set. Ball misses off the plate. It's 1-0. Ball in for a called strike. And I am a mediocre pace creator for these guys. There are a lot of guys who are certainly not better at it than I am, but I get close enough. But they don't offer a hairstyle. That I can't do much about. 2-1 the count here. Smoltz works for Rose. Rose goes down and gets it. Loops one out there into the gap in left center. That's going to get down. Holmes cuts it off. He's going to hold Rose to a single, but the runner goes first to third. And the runners are at the corners for the Reds with one out here in the top of the sixth. That'll bring up Ernie Lombardi. So Rose has his second hit of the game. Smoltz has a little bit of trouble here. Lombardi fouls it off. Lombardi, slow of foot, certainly a double play possibility if Smoltz can get the ground ball. George Foster waits in the on-deck circle. Fastball misses inside. Rose is capable of swiping a bag, not a big stealer by any means, but certainly capable of possibly trying to stay out of the double play. Curveball from Smoltz is in for a called strike. He's ahead of Lombardi 1-2. Got the faces at the Hollywood casting level. I'll take that. I will take that, Jamie. Thank you. 1-2 offering. Curveball misses away. And I have them hit from the correct side of the plate. More than we can say for Field of Dreams and Shoeless Joe Jackson. Two-two pitch from Smoltz. Fastball misses up and in. So Smoltz now one pitch away from loading the bases here in the top of the sixth. Smoltz deal. Popped up. Lopez sheds the mask. Puts it away, and that's a big out for Smoltz. 2 away here in the sixth. So now it's up to George Foster. Foster is 0 for 2. Smoltz has fanned him twice. Smoltz trying to bear down here and get out of the jam. Pitch fastball is in for a called strike. Pitch, Foster fouls it off. So now Smoltz is ahead of him 0-2 here. Crowd in Atlanta rises to its collective feet, trying to get Smoltz through it. 0-2 pitch. Slider misses down low. Braves do have bullpen action going. A pair of righties, Rick Camp and Pat Jarvis. First bullpen action we've seen in the game. Both at 87 pitches. 1-2 offering. Fastball way up high. Foster lays off. 2-2 the count. Smoltz deals again. Fastball, ooh, just off the plate, and that count is full. So Rose will be on the run from first. 3-2 pitch. Foster fouls it off. Smoltz again working very quickly. From the set. Smoltz takes a glance, now delivers. Foster rips this one down the left field line, but foul. Foster not cheated on that cut. Got a little bit out in front of it. Another 3-2 offering coming from Smoltz. Here's the pitch. Foster fouls off another one. Smoltz once again will look in. Gets the sign from Javi Lopez and delivers. Foster, ground ball. Horner knocks it down, has to scoop it back up, but he stays with it. Foster doesn't run well. Good job to stay with that one by Horner. And the side is retired. Smoltz gets out of the jam. We head to the bottom half. Part of the Braves order coming up. Murphy, Berger, and Powell. Due up. It's 3-1 Atlanta. So Cueto's day is done. That'll bring in Rob Dibble. Dibble 1 for 2, a 4.06 earned run average in 34 appearances. Dibble the first man out of the pen. Here for the Reds today. He'll face Dale Murphy. Murphy is 0 for 2.
Leading up for the Braves, the center.
Take a quick check here on the final line for Johnny Cueto. 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Not sure if that will be enough to keep Cueto in the rotation. By no means a terrible outing. Cueto has certainly been the weak spot in the Reds rotation so far this year. Dibble starts him off with a slider. Norm Charlton now throwing in the Reds bullpen. As well. 0-1 pitch from Dibble. Slider swung on and missed by Murphy. Dibble's ahead of him 0-2. Sign. Lombardi sets up away. Delivers well off the plate. 3 straight sliders from Dibble. Haven't seen the straight fastball yet. Dibble delivers. Fastball. Murphy tries to hold up. I'm not quite sure if that was rung up as a called strike or he went, but regardless, it's a strikeout for Dibble. And there's 1 away. Here's Wally Berger. Berger is 0 for 1. He also walked. Slider there is a called strike. Another slider. So Dibble relying very heavily on the slider so far. Ahead of Berger 0-2. There's a straight fastball that misses away. Dibble looks in, gets the sign from Lombardi, who sets up inside. Big leg kick from Dibble ties him up. That rode in on Berger. That's an ugly looking swing from Wally Berger. The Dibble has struck out both men he's faced so far. Not sure what Berger thought he was going to do with that pitch. It's tied in knots. 2 away. Here's Boog Powell. Powell is 0 for 2. Pitch from Dibble misses inside and gets to the backstop. Powell was just kind of left with no room at the end for Baltimore. Baltimore really tried to shore up their bullpen. And they've done a terrific job of it. The Orioles bullpen has been sensational. We saw them a couple of broadcasts ago, and seemingly that whole bullpen has ERAs under 2.5. They've been terrific, including Remlinger, who they got from the Braves in the deal that brought Boog Powell here. 1-1 pitch from Dibble. Fastball puts that one right past Powell at 100, and it's 1-2. Dibble delivers. Beautiful slider, and down goes Powell. So Dibble comes in for Cueto and strikes out the side. The heart of the order here in the bottom of the 6th. Great work from Dibble. We head to the 7th. It's still 3-1 Braves. Smoltz at 93 pitches will start the top of the 7th. Here's Ival Goodman. He's 1 for 2. First pitch fastball. Goodman pulls it foul. Pitch, fastball for ball strike. Oh, 2 pitch. Goodman down the right field line, hooking. That's going to get foul and out of play. Smoltz rocks and fires again. That fastball comes inside. Very appreciative folks, closing in on 500 subscribers here, which is somewhat stunning to me, as I did not foresee this growing to anything, honestly, when I started it back when COVID was going on. Smoltz picks up the strikeout, his 4th. 1 away. Here's Frank McCormick. He's 0 for 2. He has grounded out twice. He's 0 for 8 in the series. Splitter misses down low. McCormick down to third base line. That's a fair ball. Holmes is going to get over there, cut it off. McCormick does not run well. He takes the turn at first, but he'll hold up. A 1-out base hit for Frank McCormick. Rips that one between Horner and the bag. Horner lays out for it, but no real shot at that one. And that's going to be it for John Smoltz. So Smoltz at 100 pitches here in the 7th. He's going to check out. A very solid performance from John Smoltz, who gets a good ovation from the crowd here in Atlanta. He will turn it over to Rick Camp. Camp 4-2 with 3.79 ERA on the season in 25 appearances. Chats it up with Javi Lopez to kind of decide how to go about things here. Here's Ken Griffey. Griffey 2 for 2, including a homer that accounted for the Reds' only run. Curveball misses inside. The tying run at the plate here. Camp delivers. Griffey down to first. Chopper fielded by Powell to short. Back to first. 3-6-3. Camp has to throw a couple of pitches. He gets 2 outs for his trouble. And the side is retired. That'll close the book on Smoltz. 7th inning stretch time here at Fulton County. It's 3-1 Atlanta. So after a perfect, dominant inning from Dibble, here's Norm Charlton. Charlton is 5-1 at 2.64 earned run average in 30 appearances. Rookie left-hander will start off facing Bob Horner. Horner is 1 for 2. He was robbed of a hit his last time up on a terrific play by Dave Concepcion. Out-of-town scoreboard, the Yankees lead the Indians 3-2 in the 7th. A pair of home runs from Manny Ramirez, and that one for the Indians, keeping them in. Angels lead the Expos 5-4 in the 7th in Montreal. Mike Trout has hit his 19th for the Angels. Mets and Pirates at Forbes tied at 3 in the 7th. Pirates have lost 7 straight to fall out of first place in the National League Central. They've been overtaken by the Cubs. A slugfest in Milwaukee, 12-10 Rays over the Brewers in the 7th. Desmond Jennings, we have joked previously, needs to pay a cup. He's got 11 homers now, but he's also hitting over 300 after hitting, I think his career average is like 235 through the first 3 years. Cubs lead the Cardinals 3-2 at Wrigley. A.J. Happ has hit his 9th home run of the season. Tigers over the Rockies 2-0 in the first. Alan Trammell has hit his 8th for Detroit. Dodgers and Padres just underway in San Diego. Van Mungo and Dave Roberts, the pitching matchup in that one. Horner, deep to left field. Forget that, Bob Horner. Well, Concepcion can't rob him of that one unless he's sitting in the bleachers. Horner cranks it. Solo shot is 14th of the year. And it's now 4-1 Braves. Horner tees off on Norm Charlton and puts that one well into the seats in left. And the Braves suddenly have an offense here in year 4. And the long ball has been a big part of that. Horner knew that one right off the bat. So did everybody else in the stadium. A blast from Horner. 107 off the bat. So now here's Cuccinello. He's 2 for 2. Cuccinello went yard as well. Up this one, foul ground, slicing away. Nobody will have a play on it. Again, the Reds in the playoff picture, but the Reds' biggest problem has just been a complete lack of offense. They have allowed the second fewest runs in the National League, but they have also scored the second fewest runs in the National League. Charlton ahead of Cuccinello. 0-2. Fastball there, misses up high. From the set. Delivers. Slider rides inside. It's 2-2. Rubs up the ball. Gets back on the slab to deal to Cuccinello. 2-2 offer. Splitter is fouled off. Cuccinello fouls off another one. A splitter from Charlton. Now holds at 2-2. Delivers. Slider rides inside. Count goes full. Javi Lopez waits on deck. Charlton delivers. Fastball misses up high for ball 4. So another good at bat for Tony Cuccinello. The 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Javi Lopez. Lopez is 0 for 2. He has lined out and grounded out. He drove in a run as well. That's hauled in for a called strike. So after a perfect 6th inning for Rob Dibble out of the Reds bullpen, he struck out the side, getting the heart of the order. Charlton having some problems here. Ground ball to third, though. That might be 2. Rose to McPhee, on to first to McCormick. 5-4-3 double play. That's a big one there. Try to keep any further damage from happening. That'll bring up Andrelton Simmons. Simmons singled back in the 2nd. Rose started out as left fielder for the Reds. The Reds have not gotten any offensive output from third base, and Rose has been playing third base more this season. Heine Rose unable to perform well. They had Todd Frazier there. Frazier is actually now on the Braves. Frazier ran out of options. Braves picked him up. That one is popped up. McPhee gets it out in shallow center. The uniform glitch pops up again. But Bob Horner's homer was for the Braves. It was a blast, and it gave Atlanta a 4-1 lead as we head to the 8th. So here's Concepcion. He's 0 for 2. Camp needed only 2 pitches to get out of the 7th in relief of Smoltz. So Camp will get to stay in and start this 8th inning. Changeup misses down low. Craig Kimbrell and Steve Bedrosian throwing in the Braves bullpen. It's 42,000 here in Fulton County. Happy with what they're seeing so far. Ground ball to third. Corner gobbles it up. Throws over to first. There's one away.
The bat, number 0.
That's a pair of big burly men there. Horner at third. Boot Powell at first. And that's going to be it for Camp.
Number 36.
Interesting decision there. But here's Bedrosian. He's 1 for 1. 1 and 1, I should say, a 3.86 ERA. So I'm not sure what they didn't like there. It's kind of odd to let Camp start that inning, get a man, and then bring in another righty to face Bid McPhee. Not sure if perhaps Bedrosian just was a little slow warming up. McPhee lines it into right for a base hit. So that managerial decision does not seem to have worked out so well. At least not at the moment. Order turns over. McPhee is on. Here's Seymour. He's 0 for 3. Bedrock misses down low with the fastball. It's 1-0. Is the called strike. And Cy Seymour riding a 9-game hitting streak. Looking to extend that to double digits. Rosen deals. That's a called strike. It's 1-2. Hit from Bedrock. This is up and away. 2-2 the count. Rosen deals again. Ground ball to short. This might be 2. Simmons to Cuccinello on to first. 6-4-3, and it's another double play. So Bedrosian gets the ground ball he needs. The Reds are turned aside. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. 4-1 Braves. That's at least 3 double plays the Reds have hit into it, maybe 4. So here's Jeff Shaw. Shaw 0-3, a 3.41 ERA for the Reds. In 24 appearances, the right-hander will come on. After Charlton through the 7th, Dibble through the 6th. Ronald Acuna will lead things off here. I want to see this. 4. The Reds have hit into 4 double plays in this game. I knew there had been a bunch. Braves have hit into 2, but man, 4 double plays, that is a good way to not win a baseball game. So here's Acuna, he's 0 for 3. Splitter is in for a called strike. Fastball, another called strike, 0-2. Anytime I see multiple double plays at that, still remember year 2. The American League Division Series, the Yankees and the Indians. I'm sure our good friend Dwayne March remembers this series because it was maddening for him as a Yankee fan. The Yankees hit into like 11 double plays in a 3-game stretch in that series. Ultimately were bounced by the Indians, who of course went on to lose the World Series that year. 2-2 the count. Shaw works to Acuna. Now Right field line, but foul. Two offering from Shaw. Acuna fouls it off. And this is down low. Full count. Tommy Holmes waits on deck. Red Sox over the Orioles 3-1 in the eighth. Ted Williams has hit a pair of home runs, 23 and 24 for the Splendid Splendid. Acuna pulls this one in the hole. Diving stop. Beautifully done by Concepcion. He robs Acuna again. Concepcion with a terrific play. Deep in the hole from the grass. Gets Acuna by a step. Concepcion having a heck of a for the Reds. Beautifully done by Dave Concepcion. One away. Here's Tommy Holmes. Holmes is 1 for 3. Fastball is a called strike. Splitter there is fouled off. Now goes to 0-2. Dale Murphy waits on deck. Fastball misses outside. One and two the count. Shaw delivers. Slider rides inside. It's 2-2. Goes reaching, smack down to third. Nice play on the backhand by Rose. Throws to first, and there's 2 away. Nicely done by Charlie Hustle. So the Reds getting some good defense here. Concepcion and Rose both with nice plays for the first 2 outs of the inning. Here's Murphy. He's 0 for 3. Struck out his last time up. Delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. Fly ball to right. Goodman comes on. He'll get there. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So we head to the ninth here at Fulton County Stadium. Rose, Lombardi, and Foster will try to get the Reds level and then some. 4-1 Braves as we head to the ninth. Here's Craig Kimbrell. Kimbrell has been exceptional. He's converted 22 of 23, a 1.31 earned run average in 23 appearances. Kimbrell has been dominant for the Braves. He starts off against Rose, who's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. First pitch, swung on and missed. One offering. Knuckle curveball from Kimbrell. He'll break that pitch out once in a while. He's ahead of Rose here, 0-2. Back to that pitch and misses down and in. Kimbrell threw that pitch more than once in a while. I was kind of understating that. That's my fault. 1-2 offering. Up and in. Rose, an awkward hack out in the right, but a nice play by Boog Powell. That pitch was hit out kind of into no man's land, but Powell, not really thought of for his defensive prowess, makes a nice over-the-shoulder grab. 1 away. Here's Lombardi. Ernie is 0 for 3. Turns around that fastball, gets out in front of it, fouls it off. 0-1 pitch. This is down low. One and one the count. Ground ball to short. Simmons on the backhand. Knows he has time with the slow-footed Lombardi. Gets him, and the Reds are down to their final out. So that'll bring up Foster. He's 0 for 3. Rounded out his last time up. Braves looking to complete the 3-game sweep here. First pitch fastball for Kimbrel is in for a called strike. Delivers. Fastball down and away. 1-1 the count. Throw rocks and fire. Foster fouls it off, and the Reds are down to their final strike. Gets the sign from Lopez. Curve misses down low. Two and two the count. Foster gets a piece. That one was out of the zone. Foster trying to protect anything close. Gets a piece to stay alive. Kimbrel with another 2-2 offer. Misses up and in, and the count goes full. Kimbrel delivers. Foster on the backhand. Simmons, nice play, throws the first. Ball game over. Braves take the sweep of the Reds here in Atlanta. Great job by the Braves. Kimbrel gets the save. Here wrapping it up here in the ninth. And the Reds are going to have to regroup a little bit. Smoltz gets the win. He improves to 6-4. Cueto falls to 3-11 in what may very well be the end of the line for Johnny Cueto in the Reds rotation. Kimbrel picks up the save. Atlanta gets home runs from Cuccinello and Horner. The Reds hit into 4 double plays in this game, which of course is not the way to go about winning ball games. There's a no-doubter off the bat of Horner. Your final line score: 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 1 run, 8 hits, no errors for the Reds. Smoltz, 6 1/3, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts. He walked nobody, allowed only the 1 run. Johnny Cueto, 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 3 runs allowed. Cuccinello gets player of the game honors. I guess that's all right. 2 for 2. He had the homer. He drove in a pair of runs. And Cuccinello and Horner, the home runs for Atlanta. Ken Griffey Sr. homers for the lone run for the Reds. Appreciate it, Dwayne. Nice job by your Bravos. Now they just need the Phillies to kind of cool off a little bit. Now they've got those couple of injuries. But the Braves, again, had a 4-game lead over the surprising Diamondbacks are actually in the second wild card spot, but the Braves are 4 games clear of them. So the Braves are in a very good position here. This wraps up June. I'll post on my Facebook page tomorrow. I'll get standings posted and leaderboards and stuff like that as the calendar turns to July here in year 4 in the FSBL. Be sure to bang that like button if you haven't as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And a huge thank you to everybody tuning in there. Advocate 8, thank you, Nathaniel. Good to see you, my friend. Dwayne Martz, SGJ, Jamie, Doug Hunt was here as well. Truth Hurts Wilkie was here. Corey Highfield was in here earlier on as well. So appreciate you guys checking in. Always a pleasure. Have a great night, and I will see you in some form with one of the sports on here at some point tomorrow. Be good, everybody.